What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melvin here for another review, and today I'm going to review the 2022 biopic film Elvis, based on the career of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. And spoilers alert to those who haven't seen the film. But yeah, before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If not, what are you doing? Hit the red button, hit the bell so you miss any of the great content here. And also, if you're new, do the same as well. And let's make some music. So, spoilers alert to those who haven't seen the movie. The film mostly depicts of the career of Elvis Presley from a young age, where he got his love of music from a young age at the farm to when he met his businessman, I think his manager, Colonel Parker, I believe. Yeah, Colonel Parker. It stars Austin Butler as Elvis Presley and Tom Hanks as the infamous Colonel Parker, his business manager. So everybody knows there's a lot here because this is only telling his career, not his whole life, only his career. But there's some events that happened in real life, like the assassination of Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy, including his brother JFK a little earlier before them, including the how can't pronounce the word, manipulation of his manager, mostly the funds, like the real life one. Because hey, okay, they don't get, because this was a guy who became a legend, but all legends have to start small. I think anybody who hasn't seen the movie, don't watch this video. These spoilers. Haven't seen the movie. In the beginning, you see a young Elvis watching the black African Americans playing their music, which, hey, they actually started rock and roll. Like let me try and name a few. I heard some of the music from some from the 50s era. I can't remember. I think there was one called Pretty Little, crap. Can't remember the song. It was the song, if you remember, from Matilda when she's practicing her magic. It'd be a pretty one, yeah. I can't remember his name. I'll look it up. Sorry. Mostly I keep forgetting the names. But hey, I love some good old rock and roll, especially from the 50s. But yeah, the story of Elvis is like a journey, like mostly of his career, where he's got his music, where he got where his love of rock and roll came from a young age, to his beginnings of his more infamous, style, like shaking his crotch. Back then, it was, oh boy. Now it's just, who cares? See if it was like Michael Jackson when he grabbed his crotch. Nobody cares. That's their signature trademark. But yeah, it's mostly the story between Elvis and his manager over the years, which most people believe that Elvis was just a drug guy, but they don't know how he ended up like that. Including his marriage film, sometimes his marriage. It also featured his first time meeting his first wife, Lisa Presley, at a concert once. But it doesn't show like his whole family life, mostly his career. Which, that's a lot. It goes by the years, like, okay. Including featuring some of the events that happened, like the assassination of JFK, Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, which he has feelings for because he has respect both of the black community, including what they're going for during the civil rights movement. So yeah, people think, oh, he just steals and doesn't give credit. Actually, he does. He has more feelings, but his manager, I think he's just more like a gambler because he sees dollar signs, while Elvis just tries to enjoy himself. Someone like the Beatles, you know how when they hit America, and then over the years, things go down, mostly from differences like the war, the Vietnam War, everything like that. In the end, we get to see what happens to each of them, like the death of when Presley died. Everybody still remembers him, but his manager is forgotten because he, after what he did, he died at an old and lonely death. While Elvis' death was remembered by all, his manager, Colonel Parker, last days of living, was gambling all his money on a slot machine. Yeah, this actually happened. So you go from a manager of the most famous rock legend of all to a penniless guy who just screwed up everything from greed and lust. If I recall correctly, in the biopic, in the history, he said he gets women to visit Elvis. So I think he has something to do with it as well. Not of Elvis, including his probably his drug addiction as well. But I'm not going to reveal everything because, hey, spoilers. You have to watch the movie yourself. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's kind of cool. Plus, he recreates some of the music of what he done. It's kind of catchy though. Bringing back the style. And it was directed by the same guy who directed The Great Gatsby. You can tell by the same style he does with like glitz and glamour. And it actually fits perfectly for his great creativity. I like the design. Like you have the different style of the going back from his early days to the 50s, 60s, all the way up to his final ends from both sides of the coin. What people think about Elvis versus what they think about his manager. So yeah, it's like a tricky story about who you choose as a wise manager because you have to choose. Be careful because you don't want some manager who dry up your money until you're broke and he just finds somebody else. I think this manager got what he deserved because hey, what happened? He ended up dying alone and old, while Elvis is remembered forever. Okay, have to get credit to the actors who portrayed both of them. Austin Butler as Elvis is pretty good, and Tom Hanks as the famed as manager Colonel Parker. Damn, he looks more like a villain, a gangster than a manager with that makeup. But yeah, so what I think about this movie? It's like a decent story about mostly about his career than his life. Because it'll be his life, it'll be more longer. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Elvis movie. If you've seen that, just comment on the video down below on what scene you like more. And give this video a like if you've seen the movie. And also, for those who haven't been to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And also hit the bell for those who are new. And also give a video you know what I mean. Give a video a like. Give it some love. So the algorithm might help finding us. Until then, have a great day, everybody. See ya.